My name is Roland Solomons. I'm the business lead. I work for Small, and it was an absolute privilege for me to be associated with this program. My partner here, Alex, he will introduce himself.
My name is Alex. I'm the principal of a school in Noordwyk, that's Midrand area, that's Noordwyk Secondary School, and correctly as Paul has said, that is the kids that were actually entertaining us here. I'm going to hand back to Roland to actually do the intro to our presentation. Thank you.
So the journey for me was a real eye-opener to see what the challenges in our schools is and the reality that exists. And for me it was, wow, what an amazing job these people do. And I can say truly that Partners for Possibility opened my eyes, but also made me more human. It gave me exposure in terms of the real issues. I think I dealt with real issues, and I was just amazed. And our story began when I started the program late, had a lot of catch up to do, but through great collaboration and thanks to firstly our leadership circle, you guys were amazing. The learnings, the experiences was absolutely fantastic, and you can treasure those memories for the rest of my life. I think as a person, what I've learned through this is to collaborate more, stay in myself, and also listen to others, and also embrace silence. And silence is actually a good thing. And I'll give to Alex to speak about his journey.
Thank you very much, Roland. Speaking about my journey, I must say that if you are a principal of a school, you must have had a feeling that is very cold out there. As a principal, you normally don't have friends. When you travel alone. When you find teachers in the staff room, as soon as you join them, they actually leave the room. So I must say that one of the experiences that I'd had was obviously that Partners for Better Possibility has actually begun to be some kind of a home. This was my extended family. I need to appreciate colleagues that we were working with, and I had actually learned a lot from the PFP. One of the highlights, obviously, is that when I joined PFP, I thought I'm the leader. I thought I'm the principal that knows it all. But I realized that it's not about that. I also, acquired some skills. We actually attended some workshops where one was actually, briefed in terms of how to do consulting and contracting. I had actually learned to be more patient in terms of really just sitting and listening to people and actually, appreciating and actually also, allowing people's ideas to be implemented. Before I could actually join this program, it was like I know it all. And this has also impacted a lot in terms of my, my school. My staff is more considerate because of the methods that I now implement. We now have shared values, because we also initiated quite a number of workshops where we were actually channeling, our stakeholders to actually realize what our values are. And I must say, as I conclude that one, I see myself not as a principal of a school, but as a servant within my own organization. And I'm going to hand over back to Roland just to give us a brief in terms of how the collaboration has also been like. Thanks.
So, being exposed to Noordwyk, I think that's a luxury we see in the other state of the schools, and we've got different type of challenges. And the schools got great resources, good infrastructure, teachers that are passionate, teachers that's willing to commit, high results-driven and focused. Our problems there was, how do you sustain it? How do you take good to great? And how do you challenge the fatigue that sets in? And sometimes just get people aligned and strive for common purpose to maintain that greatness and prepare them for even to be better than what they are. So we found a lot that was good, and it was around rallying and making sure that we can sustain that into the future. And this becomes a model school. Alex compares himself to the Bryanstons of this world, and he can, because he's got the teachers, he's got the commitment, and he's got the infrastructure, and it's to maintain that. And most of our focus was around the softer skills and how do we make sure people stay motivated, putting a reward system that people feel that they can sustain that energy. So it was around values, alignment, beliefs, and really around the same purpose, because sometimes you get tired. So we started off a journey by designing, creating, and to inspire, and with that, we put a program together, and Alex will take you through some of our accomplishments, where we're going, and this partnership, I can truly say, will last for more than the 12 months. It will be about 4 years, and I mean, we've really got our mindset on what we want to do, and we want to take it.
We've actually started by doing some kind of introspection that we refer to as whole school evaluation, reflecting on the strength that we actually have as a school, and also looking at weaknesses and seeing how far we can actually go in terms of dealing with those particular weaknesses. We have in our partnership also noted that there are quite a number of issues that needed our attention. Some were actually possible to be achieved within a short space of time. Some are obviously long-term, as Roland has indicated, that we don't see ourselves ending today. We are likely to really go on for about 4 to 5 years. And this is just an indication of some of the lists or some of the issues that we thought would actually really bring about a greater impact. And we looked at, for instance, lack of teaching aids and so on. And we also prioritize those particular areas, and the table that you have just seen now contemplates all the areas that we've actually initiated. And one of the highlights as well, if we're just using these pictures to really just give you a taste of what we did. And in terms of motivation, we actually initiated a sports tournament in which we're actually motivating those children, because we've just noted that most of the kids that do well in terms of extracurricular activities are not necessarily academic. So we thought that is the area that needs to be dealt with. We also initiated quite a number of workshops as well on values, on motivation. We looked, for instance, if you look at the learners, these are some of the issues that or the workshops or activities that we actually did around the learners. But I must also quickly say that we actually identified about 3 stakeholders that we thought were very key in terms of really taking the school to the next level. That is the learners themselves as a key stakeholder. We also identified the staff, which is teachers, and we also identified the school governing body. So this is just programs that we actually initiated to really, inspire and motivate our learners. That is the, staff we ran. If you look at the top left-hand corner, that is a workshop that we ran for educators, just to really try and pick up their morale and motivate them going forward. And as you can see in the middle, we have a happy staff there, and some of the pictures obviously are just, just a reflection of some of the, workshops that we also had. And like Roland has said, we were focused on softer skills than really building a school hall and all those sorts of things. So what you see there as one of the key stakeholders, that is our school governing body, we also initiated a workshop in which we were actually, training them and trying to align values and purpose for the school as well. And that's how we are going to close our presentation. And I'm going to hand back to Roland to hopefully just, close it properly. What you said.
So yeah, I think it's a journey. It's a building blocks that have been set, and the future is a space with great opportunities and possibilities. You saw the talent that's there out here tonight, and thank you, Alex, for opening my eyes, and thank you for a special relationship.